I just got word. Our shed will be here this morning. Whoop, whoop. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Brian over here at the Little Orchard Farm. Welcome to today's video. This is gonna be an awesome day. Just got the phone call from the builder of our shed. So a couple of weeks ago, we purchased a custom shed, a 14 by 44, to place out here on the farm as number one, a storage shed. We've got quite a bit of stuff that we would like to get secured and stored up. The original goal was to get a barn built, but with lumber prices and with construction crews being in short supply, we decided to go the shed route. Now the type of shed that we bought, as I mentioned, 14 by 44, allows us to reuse that once we've kind of gone through all of our stuff, begun to put some more stuff or move that stuff around to different parts of the farm. Some of it will go into the barn once we get it built and so forth. But by having that shed or that type of shed and that size shed, it allows us to reuse that for something else. And I've gotten several ideas over the last several months on what I could potentially use that for. The leading candidate right now is one of two things. It's probably either going to be converted into a tiny home, a little guest house, if you will, for the kids or whoever. Or it's going to be used for a wood shop, part of my wood shop. And so, but to any extent, we've got it being delivered this morning. It's going to be a cool day. All right. I've come up here to the end of the driveway. See if we can catch a glimpse of him coming down the road here in a few minutes. I'm very curious about him being able to make this turn right here with a 44-foot long shed and his truck. And I think he'll probably be bringing a dolly of some sort, one of those big ones that he can maneuver it into a tighter space or whatnot. I think he can make it. He's gonna have to cut through here, so it's probably a good thing I haven't got any fencing or anything up. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting squeeze up down through here. So see if we can catch a glimpse of him coming up. I'm so excited. Like a kid on Christmas morning. The guys are getting ready to line it up and shoot it into the gap. Oh yeah, it looks good. It looks good. What do you think? Woo! That's big. That is a big shed. Love it, love it. All right, so they've positioned it here to where I've got enough space on the other side to run my tractor down through for cutting, and here along the back, same thing, got enough room to get the tractor around to cut. And so now he's going to start dropping this bad boy on the ground, and we'll have ourselves a building. Well, all right, the guys have finished leveling up the shed, and so it is done. It is in place. We're gonna check to make sure that and it looks great. I mean, I got out here and I checked it for level. It's perfectly level. They've got it spot on. What do you think about this? Woo! So now we've got tons of storage space that we can now begin to secure some of the things that we really need to have inside. As I told you earlier, there's some stuff that's on the back porch. Some of my woodworking equipment, some of the stuff we use to build the cabin, the saws and things of that nature, that we've just been sitting out there keeping our fingers crossed. And now we can lock it up. If I knew where the keys were. Well, that could be an issue. Let me, I better call Marvin. All right, so I had to catch Marvin before he got too far down the road because I couldn't find the keys. And actually, it's right there. So we have the key, and the barn door, the locking mechanism on this is actually on the outside, and it takes a padlock. So you can padlock that in there. But so anyway, back to where I was at. We've got a 14 by 40 that we can use to store all of our stuff. And we've got a lot of stuff to store. So Karen has been working on getting some racking materials, some racks. And I think we're going to put those down this back wall here and secure those to the wall. And that way we'll be able to organize a lot of our boxes and stuff of that nature. But I'm just, I'm really amazed at the quality of this little shed. Everything is per spec, if you will. They didn't skimp. I've seen some buildings that do not use full 2x4s. The trusses are all great. They've all got the banding or the bracing. It's got the breathable roof. It's got soffit. They've got soffit cut on the outside. Man, it's just, it's a really solid, nice little building, and couldn't be more happy with it. Love the front porch. The front porch, I think, adds a little character to the building. And if we do convert this into a tiny home or a little guest home down the road a little bit, I mean, I think sitting out here on this little front porch and having the view of the mountains around us here is going to be awesome. We've nestled it in amongst these trees to create a little bit of shade for the building. And as you can tell, in the morning, this building will be in complete shade. It will get sunlight probably around 11 o'clock or so. And then the sun will then set, and by 3 to 4 o'clock, this will be back in the shade again. And so it's got plenty of shade. It'll be a nice, cool area for the shed to sit. And so, man, super excited. Thank you to the Superior Custom Builders for providing this for us. It's awesome. It looks unbelievable. We actually went with the blocking down very tight to the ground here, because the elevation drops to about 2 foot toward the back. I got a little over 2 feet. And so this will enable me to be able to crawl up underneath in order to insulate and run water and things of that nature along the floor. So, well, there you have it. Got ourselves a shed. Hey, thanks for joining us today, guys. Y'all have a wonderful week, a very blessed week. Until we see you again the next time, we will. See ya.